Hey everybody, it's Sedders and welcome back to the FIFA 15 Premier League season. The international break is finally over and the Premier League is back in full force, with more excitement, drama, twists and turns, and of course, goals. As you can see, the standout fixture in game week 12 is Arsenal vs Manchester United in the late kick-off on Saturday. It should be a good exciting game between two attacking teams. But that of course is not all, as the Premier League's return also brings with it 9 other intriguing fixtures, so with that being said, let's get game week 12 kicked off. Our first action this week comes from Stamford Bridge as Jose Mourinho's runaway league leaders Chelsea take on West Brom. Chelsea would come out all guns blazing in the first half, launching attack after attack on the West Brom goal, but were kept at bay by a brilliant goalkeeping performance at times from Ben Foster, first saving from Matic and then Diego Costa. West Brom's best chance came from a long free kick that was headed narrowly wide without Courtois having to make a save. Making saves though is what Ben Foster had to do a lot in this game, again saving brilliantly from Diego Costa's attempt at opening the scoring. Costa would not be denied forever though and would eventually open the scoring right on half-time. A great turn after receiving a pass from Fabregas and then just a powerful outside with the foot shot into the top corner, finally proving one attempt too much for Ben Foster. Foster would be back on form in the second half though, once again denying Costa, who was looking for his second goal. Chelsea would get a second goal late into this game with a great counter-attack that would see Hazard finding the perfect through ball from Matic, who was in all kinds of space and finished confidently past the keeper to double Chelsea's lead and give them a 2-0 win and another 3 points. The next game sees Everton face West Ham. Lukaku and Everton nearly got off to a fast start, but his right-footed effort goes narrowly wide of the near post. And it was a similar story for Eto'o shortly afterwards, after the ball is played back to him on the edge of the box. Everton would open the scoring in the 40th minute though, after Lukaku beats the offside trap and has a shot that is hit with so much power it seemingly goes through the keeper to give Everton the lead. Into the second half then, and West Ham brought some fight and energy into their game, with Alex Song having an effort just wide. Everton though would be more clinical and would double their lead as McCarthy picks up the ball on the edge of the box, gets a lucky bounce from a defender and smashes the ball in off the post. West Ham got one back however as Carlton Cole finds a chip through ball for Andy Carroll, who despite pressure from the on-rushing Tim Howard places a shot into the bottom corner to give West Ham some hope of getting something from this game. It wasn't to be though, and it was Everton that claimed a 2-1 victory. Two teams in real need of points now as Leicester face Sunderland. Leicester got off to a great start as some good work in the box from King saw him play the ball across the goal to give Vardy a tap in and give Leicester the advantage. And then shortly afterwards Vardy would get his second. A great pass from Cambiasso was controlled by Vardy, who then hits a brilliant half volley that gives the keeper no chance. A great pass and an equally great finish. Sunderland came very close to getting a goal back in the second half with 2 close efforts in quick succession, denied by the crossbar. Leicester would get a third as Vardy claimed his hat-trick with another brilliant volley after a cross is headed back to him and he smashes it into the top corner to cap off a brilliant individual performance. Manchester City face Swansea now and will be aiming to keep some pressure on league leaders Chelsea with a win. City would get off to a great start as Milner's corner is headed in by Mangala, who beats two defenders in the air to power the ball past the Swansea goalkeeper. And then in the second half, City would double their lead in lucky circumstances as the ball rebounds off a Swansea defender and into the goal. Aguero actually seemed more disappointed by the own goal than the Swansea players did. That's that FIFA emotion engine right there. Like most things in FIFA, it works brilliantly. Swansea did get one back however with a brilliant goal from Ki Sung-young, who despite being under pressure produces a wonderful curled finish that Joe Hart could do absolutely nothing about. Just an amazing goal there, and on balance Swansea probably deserved it. Nasri would restore City's 2-goal advantage though after being played in by Aguero. A calm side-footed finish from the Frenchman secured the win for the blue side of Manchester. After a run of wins before the international break, Newcastle went into their game against QPR full of confidence. Perez nearly opened the scoring in the 16th minute for Newcastle, but he could only put his effort narrowly wide of the near post. Maybe it's not so OP after all. Perez would however be involved in Newcastle's opening goal, as his effort is saved by Rob Green and Sissoko is on hand to tap home the rebound to give Newcastle the lead. It was a good initial save, but Sissoko was there and just really couldn't miss. QPR did nearly equalise though, just before half-time after a 1-2 between Austin and Henry led to Henry firing just wide. And then in the second half, Zamora would have his chance to equalise, but again his shot went just wide of the post instead of giving QPR an equaliser. Yet another missed opportunity in this game, this time for Newcastle, as Remy Cabella also fired wide after being played in on goal. Poor finishing and missed opportunities really sum this game up. The next game this week is Stoke versus Burnley. Burnley had the first opportunity in this game with Danny Ings getting some space on the edge of the box, but he could only fire wide. Stoke also put their first effort wide as Stephen Ireland has an attempt from the edge of the box. Wide of the post as the keeper looks unbeaten. Bojan would do a lot better for Stoke though, as he is able to run past the Burnley defence and finishes low into the corner to put Stoke 1-0 up. Into the second half then, and Bojan would play a key role again in Stoke's second as he is fouled in the box to win a penalty. That penalty is then dispatched confidently by Walters to double Stoke's advantage. Burnley did nearly get a consolation late into the game however, with only the crossbar denying them. 2-0 to Stoke this one finished. And now on to the standout fixture of the weekend, the main event if you will, as Arsenal welcome Manchester United to the Emirates. Lots of injuries for both teams going into this one, some that weren't even official at the time of recording. It promises to be a good game despite all that though. It was Manchester United that would strike first in this one, as former Arsenal player Robin van Persie powers his way past the defence, only to see his effort saved by the keeper. Luckily though, Wayne Rooney is there to head in the rebound. And with that goal, Rooney is now the all-time leading goal scorer against Arsenal. Arsenal respond almost immediately though, after some great play from Alexis Sanchez leads to Ramsey producing a brilliant strike that rifles into the goal, giving De Gea no chance. Just a great finish from the Welshman to give Arsenal an equaliser. Former United player Danny Welbeck did have a chance to score against his old club, but didn't quite get his header right as he got up above Luke Shaw. Manchester United's record signing Angel Di Maria would put United back into the lead just before half-time after he is played in by Robin van Persie and finishes across the keeper to give United the lead heading into half-time. Di Maria nearly got on the score sheet again after a 1-2 with Rooney, but could only put his curling effort wide of the far post. Danny Welbeck again had a chance to score against his old club, but he could only put his volley wide. And then for some reason, Arsenal decided to send their goalkeeper up for a corner at only 2-1 down, in a league game, in November. It made perfect sense. But of course that turned out to be a poor decision, and a costly one at that, as the corner is cleared to Falcao, who only has to turn and run to the open goal to score possibly the easiest goal he'll get all season. That goal capped off a great away performance for United as they ran out 3-1 winners. Revenge for their collapse here last season was the aim for Liverpool as they travelled to Crystal Palace. And they got off to a great start as Steven Gerrard chips a ball up to Mario Balotelli, who controls it off his chest and smashes a half volley into the corner of the net. A goal well worth the wait, it could be argued. Great control and then just a brilliant finish to give Liverpool the lead. Raheem Sterling would then double Liverpool's lead as he uses a combination of pace and trickery to engineer space in the box before side-footing a shot low into the corner. Crystal Palace nearly got one back though, as Campbell's effort is denied by Mignolet, and then the header from the corner is also saved well by the Liverpool goalkeeper. Liverpool nearly claimed a third goal, but Henderson's effort unfortunately cannons back off the post. The next game this week is Hull vs Tottenham. This game really does not start off well for Hull as they give away an early penalty. Harry Kane then steps up for Tottenham and confidently puts away the resulting spot kick. Hull do go on to score an equaliser in the 22nd minute after some good passing on the edge of the Spurs box leads to Livermore being brilliantly played in on goal, and he hits a near post shot past Lloris to level the scores. And then late on in the second half, Harry Kane shows some good close control in the box and some great finishing as he powers a shot past the Hull keeper again at the near post to put Tottenham back in front. Near post possibly was OP in this game as Tottenham run out 2-1 winners. The Monday night game this week sees Aston Villa face high-flying Southampton. It was Southampton that would take the lead in this one as Wanyama is played through by Pele and finishes with his left foot to open the scoring. Moving into the second half, and Pele's run would eventually be halted by a foul from Vlaar, resulting in a penalty for Southampton. That penalty would then be smashed into the top corner by Tadic to give Southampton a 2-0 lead. Shane Long would then score a third for Southampton after latching onto a great through ball and slotting the ball through the keeper's legs. And it would be 4 late on as Wanyama fires a beauty of a strike in from long range to put the icing on the cake for Southampton. Well, that's another week in the FIFA 15 Premier League season in the books. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe for more updates and videos. I have a few ideas coming up, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.